Yeah, we're working on a Studebaker today. Another Studebaker day. So anyway, we gotta get these doors off. So we got a bunch of patchwork to do on the bottoms of the doors. They're just plain rusted away. So we gotta do some serious work on those, and that's gonna be a lot easier to do with the doors off. But here's what we're up against. These hinges, there's a flat screwdriver style screw. There's two of them there. There's even one way back in that cubby back there. And on the back side, I don't know if we'll have enough light to see it on this iPhone. But on the back side is a captive nut. No, we can't see it. Anyway, it's a captive nut on the back side of this. And then on the bottom, it's blind. There's no way to get to it. But then Connor came up with the idea, since we got to cut this out anyway and rebuild this patch over here, we can get to it from here. So he's going to open that up, and we're going to see what it looks like inside there. Well, it's got a weird smell. It smells fishy. Why does it smell fishy?
Probably old illegal chemicals.
Well, I hope I still have the keys for this truck. Really? Do I? What are you laughing at?
Look at that. There's an inner piece.
And that's the inner piece we got to get to. That's the piece with that's where the nuts are for the fender bolts.
Yep.
We have to remake that too. What do you see in there, Con?
It's like an empty spot in the whole body where the only thing that can get there is mice.
Did you ever notice mice can get everywhere? Wow. So, what do we got?
Mice.
Mice.
Mice nest. We need a vacuum.
Yeah, stop picking at it. I'll get the vacuum.
Oh, let me tell
Here. The Beast, way better than Shop Vac, by the way. Vac Master. We're gonna do a little versus video on that. What do you see, Con?
There it is. It's a plate. So it's a plate that's welded in.
I can't get in there and see it.
Well, there we go.
Oh, I see it. Oh, that'll be easy. I'll just heat it up with a torch.
Heat that up like crazy. You'll have to just rust treat it and leave it right where it is and use it again.
Yeah.
You know, that's all.
There it is, and those bolts are stuck in there.
I'm gonna try and recreate.
Okay, well I can get in there with torches now.
Yeah.
I'll heat that up, and any luck, those screws will turn out. So I just used the torch and cut that out. Nothing like the old acetylene torch to get the job done. Comes in handy. This is the old Smith. It's I don't remember the model. Oh, it's got to be on here. So, oh, an MC609. Yeah, cool old torch. I've had it for almost 40 years. Those I heated up the back plate like I did on the other side. Got it cherry red, and then I was able to take my screwdriver, turn them screws out. But these up top, I just couldn't get to it. They're captured nuts in the back, and the capturing I couldn't get it to work right. So we just had to torch it. Now this, I got some boogers here. I'll have to grind them off, clean it up, and then it won't even be noticeable once everything's done and painted. This thing here, yeah, see that's just sitting there, so that goes away. Probably most of this will just chip off. We'll see. I'm gonna yank the doors off, set them to the side, and start working on the cab. I think as weak as this is and how this is gonna get cut out, I'm gonna have to put a prop rod between the door. I'll take a piece of metal, weld it between here and here. Otherwise, when we start cutting this stuff apart, things are going to move around on us, so we don't want that to happen. So I'll probably do that both sides. Okay, looks like what they did is they basically nailed this fiberboard stuff all the way around. like the door openings. They nailed it all the way up around. I tore it off. You can see with a little change in color there. All the way up around, and then they use it to, here's a piece of this stuff. It's garbage. It's gotta go. But anyway, so I'm gonna strip all that out, wherever that is. And it seems to be around the door openings. And then they'd use a screw, I guess the screw door panel, or not door panel, but the trim panels on, trim strips, which I don't have. So I'm gonna strip all this stuff out of here, clean it up. Then I'm gonna wind up, like I see that rotted out up there. So I'm thinking we're gonna get into a lot of structural work here. And this is gonna have to get cut out. And I'm worried about where the floor is gonna be cut out and everything. And if I flex it, you can see this thing moving like crazy. I'm gonna wind up putting a strut across the door jambs. I'm gonna go from this jamb to the opposite door jamb on the front and the back, bring it back over. And then probably what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have a couple struts coming up off them and hooked into where I know I'll keep all this stuff solid. So when we're working on it, it's all stationary.